All right. Today, let me confirm my settings. Oh, I'm at the right settings. So today we are going to quickly take a look at how we can, mix vocals. Again, it's been a while. I made a video. Is because of I've been a bit busy and it's kind of hard to manage time. It's not easy to like get time to make videos. A lot of stuff's going on. So, but I'm still working uh really hard to make sure things are balanced and I'm more stable to continue doing videos. So I have a little time, so let's go straight to mix a vocal. I'm going to break every step down on how I mix a vocal here, but first we are going to pay attention to the background vocal because that is the main thing that I want to really show on this video. So let's listen to uh the song. So let me just play from where the vocal starts.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below. To a time I can cope, to a place I lost hope. A story I never told. When my dreams got cold and my fears started to grow. People stepping up, calling me nobody. I don't feel best cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing, I'm scared of sympathy. Now I'm not trying, no, I didn't leave. See, I have nothing else to lose, so you're free to start my back. I have nothing yet to prove, I left family in lack. Please don't ask me if I'm back home. Don't they believe in me, self, don't they live in me. Stop how they hitting me, left, don't they beating me. On my knees, cause my life is a misery. Nobody beating me, instead forgiving me. You must be kidding me, if you think you're feeling me. There's no peace until I taste the victory. Rest in peace to the things where they limit me. I must align to my destiny.
So we are going to focus on the background voices, but quickly we'll start as usual. If you are new to this channel, I make videos about how we can be able to mix and get smooth professional sounding vocals without going too deep in mixing. Like, even if you don't have an idea, yeah, we would be able to mix a song without really knowing everything. Like, you don't need to spend years of learning, but you understand how you can be able to achieve that by using the right tools. So that's what we focus on. So the first thing is that the beat here is a mastered beat. I think they ripped the beat from YouTube and then I think AI removed the vocal. So the beat is very dirty at some point. So I turn the beat down around -6 dB. It's always advisable to turn it down -6, even 7, 8 dB if the beat is too loud because it is mastered. Then I add an EQ here. And what the EQ I'm doing here is I'm docking frequencies for the place where the vocal should come in so that the vocal can cut through. So if I bypass all these places, it's very loud and it's taking the vocal. So let's play. You see it's very huge and the vocal cannot even come through. So now it's more calmer. So now time to put our vocal. The first thing I did here was, as usual, if you have watched some of my other videos, we have a pitch correction. Yeah, and I've set the pitch correction very straightforward. This is like the speed of the auto-tune. I've put it like 80%. Then this is like the retune speed. I think if it is like Antras, I'll be Antias also, but this is X pitch binaural, so I like this because it's very light for my computer. So yeah, I put it around 9. Let's say I likely to put it around 10, but now it's around 9. Then the key is set to G sharp minor, which is the key of the beat. Then the rest is just the same as it is, the mix, sustain, everything. I just keep it the same way it comes from the presets here, modern pop. Then I created a group here on Cubase. It's easy to create a group, so I've created a group. If you don't know how to create a group, I think I have a video yeah, on my channel that I create a group. If you check my Cubase tutorial playlist, you'll see it. Then I send the vocal to the group, and then the first thing I added on the group was an EQ. So let's see. You see, I added an EQ, cutting the low, and then you see, docking some frequencies. So I'll bypass everything now. So we are going to hear how this stuff is sounding without all these things. So let's bypass everything. Uh, Without the auto tune. Let me check if I add another EQ on the channel. Yeah, I still add another EQ here as well. So let's bypass. So let's listen to the vocal raw
Let me take it slow. Down, down,
with a
down
beat.
below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope. A story I never told. When my dreams got cold.
So I recorded this vocal in my room using my microphone here. What was the company? I forgot the company. Sir. AKG P120. So it's a bit noisy because when we are recording, everywhere is just noisy. So I added the first EQ here, taking off a little bit of the low, not much.
Slow. Down, down, down.
You might not hear much impact, but I added the auto tune straight.
Let me take it slow. Down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope.
So you can hear the auto tune making the voice to be glued to the beat. The auto tune, sometimes the way I like to use it, I like my auto tune to sound more natural so that it doesn't sound too electronic, so that the voice should be just polished. So I added another EQ here, cutting from like about 50 to 100 hertz. Then here I'm docking some frequency here, like some frequencies that I think is kind of bad for the vocal. So I'm docking those frequencies. So let's listen.
Let me take it slow. Down, down, down below.
Now, if you pay attention, there is noise on the background going on. Uh, Even my mic preamp noise are coming. So I added a noise gate, which is the NS1, which is the first thing on the group channel. So let's listen.
Let me take it slow. Down, down, down below. To each time I can cope.
Sounds cooler, but if you pay attention, the vocal is kind of getting lost because we are taking too much.
Let me take it slow. Down, down, down below. To each.
All right, so the next thing I added was a little bit of time saver. I like to add this most of the time, especially when I'm quickly recording. Xvox Pro is a very good plugin for vocal mixing. It's a vocal strip plugin, but I don't like using it alone. I like to combine it with some other stuff. I always advise you to get used to certain plugins, certain tools that you know how to use well. So by the time you know how to use a particular tool properly, you will be very powerful anytime you're working. That's how most of the professional engineers all over the world do. They have specific tools that they use, plugins that they use for all their jobs, so they know the right thing to go for anytime they have to work, so that they don't waste time. At the same time, they get the job done as fast as possible. All right, so this is it. I picked a preset here, classic vocal strip. I like the classic vocal strip a lot because it has a little bit of warmness, some kind of feel. So I added it, although I adjust the delay, and yeah, I added pitch widening a little bit, like 10%. Compressor, I turn it down to like 20, DSR 50. I think I did not touch anything apart from that. So let's listen how it sounds.
Let me take it slow. Down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope. A story I never told. When my dreams got cold.
So it sounds a bit nice, but the vocal is still dirty. So I added a compressor now. Our compressor to tame the vocal.
Let me take it slow. Down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope.
So if you observe, the R compressor is pushing it, and then we are adding a regain, makeover here, so it's bringing out the vocal more louder. At the same time, we are kind of controlling the dynamics of the vocal, and we are still getting a little bit of volume here.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below.
I'm not going to be breaking down how to use a compressor, but yeah, you can see my settings. It's likely to be around 20, minus 20 or 15. I like to use around, depending on the loudness of the vocal.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below. To each time I can cope.
At least this vocal is hitting around minus 15 or so. So I'm trying to keep the threshold around where the vocal is hitting and going back, so it can be able to pick those frequencies and start compression from there. And then I'm using 3.65 5 at 0.013 attack, then 128 release, blah blah blah. Nothing too serious. It's just a preset. I think I started from here. I started with a preset. Yeah, vocal 2 by Dave Pensado, I think. Yeah, the next thing I did was to add EQ. Now I add Nectar to EQ, then I use a preset add body, then I adjust a little stuff to my taste. Now, why I'm saying this is because sometimes most people advise you not to use preset because you have to do everything from scratch, but no, you don't have to, because these things are created for you to make music. You are not the person that to have to create most of the things. They created these things and sometimes you buy them to make music. So if they tell you to not use tools that are available but do everything from scratch, that means you shouldn't be using your laptop. Maybe you throw away your laptop, create your own laptop, create your own software, your DAW, create your own plugins and start working. The reason is these things are tools and we must use them, and we must take every bit of advantage from them. So I sometimes play around the presets and I get my results, so I adjust to my taste. Then let's listen.
Slow, down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope.
If you observe, the EQ is giving it more high end. I'm taking off some of the low end. The vocal is coming out more brighter, bolder. So I added DSR quickly to tame some of the harshness of the eyes.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope.
I'm de-essing very crazily. I like to de-ess my vocal very crazily because I like my vocal to be clean, not too noisy most of the time. So yeah, I'm de-essing crazily. I added C6 multiband compressor, and what I'm doing here is more of like the same thing like de-essing.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope.
So the brightness that was added over here on the EQ, I'm trying to bring it back for the vocal to be a bit more thicker. Then the last thing I did was to add CLA 76, and then I started with the preset from Greg Wells, and then I adjust my release, the release I did not touch it. I keep my attack around 3. I think it used to start from 1. I keep my attack around 3, and then it sounds this way.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below. To each time I can.
So the vocal is more control, everything is coming out, the bass, everything of the full voice is coming out, the tone. So let's listen with the beat.
Let me take it slow, down, down, down below. To each time I can cope, to a place I lost hope. A story I never told. When my dreams got cold,
That's pretty much the lead vocal.
Baby leaving me, self done they leaving me, suffer they hitting me, life done they beating me on my knees, cause my life is a misery. No God they beating me, instead forgiving me, you must be kidding me. If you think you're feeling me, there's no peace until I taste the victory.
So that's pretty much the lead vocal. Now let's go to the background. I don't want this video to be too long. It's a quick video. The background vocals is pretty simple. It's the same thing I did on the lead vocals. I think I recorded, yeah, the difference is like I did not use EQ direct on the channel, but it's the same thing. I had my auto tune, everything the same as. Then I duplicate my group, the lead group. Then I added more things. So let's solo it, and then let me just off all the stuff I added there, and let's listen to the background vocal.
Stepping up, calling me nobody. I know if verse, cause not true.
So this is the vocals, raw, without, just with auto tune, I think.
People stepping up, calling me nobody. I know if verse, cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing. I'm scared of sympathy. Now who don't try no as it they be for body.
So now these vocals are recorded like double takes, and this is a trick that most of these Afrobeat songs these days have. Amapiano, Afro piano, Ninja. So most of them have this double voices that comes with reverb, and so we're trying to achieve that kind of stuff. So I did almost the same thing I did on the lead vocal. Everything was the same, but what I did here, I cut more bass from the Xvox Pro. I cut more low end, then I added different effects, phaser, then I turned it to all the way 40%. I added more reverb, I think around 15 instead of like the 10% or so that I give to the lead vocal, and then it sounds this way if I on it.
People stepping up, calling me nobody. I know if verse, cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing. I'm scared of sympathy. Now who don't try.
So the phaser is very, like, it's kind of making everything sounds more abstract. You can feel a little bit of movement of the voices. Then I added compressor.
Calling me nobody. I know if verse, cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing. I'm scared of sympathy.
I'm compressing more here. I'm using 18 threshold, but the same setting as the lead. Then I added, yeah, the same setting from the lead. I think I adjusted a little bit here. Yeah, exactly. On the leads, I was boosting around this area, but on here I cut it and I'm boosting only the eye here. That's the difference. That's the difference. If you go back, you can rewind and see the difference on the EQ. And then I added, yeah, C6, and what I'm doing in C6, I'm crazily compressing the mid frequency and some of the highs again. So let's see.
People stepping up, calling me nobody. I know if verse, cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing. I'm scared of sympathy. Now who don't try no as it they be for body.
So I'm compressing the mid, yeah. So I don't know. I think I made a video on using C6, or maybe I walk around it again. But C6 is a multi-band compressor. You can compress specific frequencies of any audio signal. So I like using it a lot on my vocals. So that's pretty much everything. Then I added my DSR. Yeah.
Nobody. I know if verse, cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing.
So the S's are getting crazy. A lot of eye boosting there. So, and I'm taking a lot of the low off. So it's going to be very sharp. So I added DSR. Then the most important I added here was another reverb, Valhalla, and I'm not doing anything. I just throw it. I did not set anything. I just cut the low more, turn the high a little bit down, then the mix I keep it around 25, and nothing. I did not touch anything. I actually was recording this song while we are doing. I did all these things like in the recording process, so it's already sounding nice. I might just finish it. It's like a cover or refix song, so I'll just finish it and just master it, add a limiter, and that's all. So let's listen.
People stepping up, calling me nobody. I know if verse, cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing.
Now, after this, I added something, a doubler. I added doubler 4 by Wave. Then I use a preset here, double EQ, then I adjust something. I on the second voices so it sounds like a four voice, then I turn off the middle so that the voices will come from the two ear instead of the middle of the speaker. So the voice will come from left right instead of center. Then I send this doubler 4 to the background vocal, giving it like minus 10 dB feed, so it sounds like this.
People stepping up calling me nobody. I don't feel best cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing, I'm scared of sympathy. Now don't try no as you get me for body.
Yeah, so I added yeah this again to just tame it a little bit because they are sounding a little bit hard now. So you see with this they sound more calmer. So let's listen. That's pretty much everything I did on this. So it's a very quick way to achieve great vocals, all this kind of stuff. You can just do these things while you are recording on the go. That's what I normally do, and I end up getting good result most of the time. So
yeah, start to grow. People stepping up calling me nobody. I don't feel best cause not true, I am nobody. I never say nothing, I'm scared of sympathy. Now don't try no see, I have nothing else to lose, so you're free to start my back. I have nothing yet to prove, I left family in lack. Please don't ask me if I'm good, it might trigger an attack. Every word be sounding rude whenever we interact. I guess it's really kind of cool where you in control. Since you're really pushing people till you take their soul. Many people don't they shout, Baba called me soap. For yeah, you know they.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So if you like this video, please, if you are new to this channel, subscribe, like, comment. Please let me know what you think, and yeah, it will encourage me to do more. Yeah, it's been tough a little, but yeah, I'm trying to get things right, come back to do more content for YouTube. Yeah, so please stay tuned, turn on the notification bell. Support. Peace and love.